Well, Crusaders, welcome back. Coach Tommy Nuggets Heat preview with JJ Reddick and his boy, don't know what his name is. But let's watch, see if there's any hope for the Heat. If not, get ready to celebrate tonight.
If you're the Miami, the sellout is we're going to blitz all of the two-man action with Jokic and Murray. We're going to completely sell out to Jokic with the third defender. And whatever happens out of that, we're willing to live with.
Yep.
That I don't know if that's the right answer, but I kind of think that's the only answer at this point.
There is no right answer.
That's the only answer at this point. You've got it. Like Michael Porter Jr. is going to take 12 threes in a game. If Bruce Brown's going to take 10 threes, if Aaron, the thing that makes it tough though, and we saw this against the zone in games 3 and 4, particularly in game 4. We saw this with some of the double team action on Jamal Murray in games 3 and 4. Denver's so good at cutting. Probably the thing that no one is talking about enough is how they cut. Everybody knows Jokic on the ball, right? He's got the ball in the post. They're going to get the slot cut. He finds the guy in the corner for the three. If you do double Murray, Jokic catches in the corner. They're 2-on-1.
Denver's not that good at cutting. It's only Aaron Gordon and Bruce Brown.
Backside, they're going to get the corner cut. But they cut.
And they only cut when it's either Joker or Jamal with the ball. Mostly just Joker.
Out of everything. They cut out of everything. And so that's what concerns me. Is you're going to sell out to those guys, and I think you have to at this point. To me, what you're willing to live with is the other guys.
Live with Aaron Gordon scoring 27, MPJ jacking up 15 shots, Bruce Brown going crazy, Derek Christian Braun to shoot, Derek Jeff Green to shoot, play Joker one-on-one, force him to shoot, and double team Jamal, make him pass. That's how you win.
Shooting high volume amount of threes. It's still protect the paint.
Yeah. It's scary, though, because those guys are due. I mean, they're due. They're more than due. They were probably
Michael Porter Jr. is more than
they were
due.
probably due. One other assist stat that I saw.
No, he's not.
Yesterday, most assists in the 2023 playoffs. Joker 186, Murray 134, on pace to be the first duo since 2001 to have the top 2 in one team.
Allen Iverson and Aaron McKee.
Yeah,
love that.
Which is
force Jamal.
Which is pretty wild.
To
You
give
mentioned
up the
on
ball.
Friday, potentially playing Duncan more. Obviously, we don't know. We're not privy to sort of inside info. I'm curious about Hero.
He should play more
I
than
think
Max
there was a
Strus.
world
He's
where
playing
gonna
better.
Come back in the series, and I think at this point, it's like if he can play, and it's not going to make anything worse. It's kind of like, why not try it?
Tyler Hero's not going to save the day. Keep him on the bench.
Is there anything else they can do, or they should be trying to do offensively to try to juice their output a little bit? Because it's not, 95 points is not winning Game 5 in Denver. You need to shoot well.
Yeah.
You need to run and jack up threes instead of play so deliberately, even though that's been your style the whole way.
So
Kyle Lowry, the
we're
oldest
recording
guy,
this
is the
at
only one pushing the
6:32,
pace.
Sunday, June 11th, day before Game 5. Last I looked, right before you got over here, was he still has not been cleared for Game 5, but he was playing 4-on-4 on the court with contact.
Don't bring him back.
So I don't know. Look, if he comes back, there's juice. Let's assume he's not coming back for Game 5. This is where I wanted to get into some of this stuff with the way that Denver has guarded the three-point line. So in Game 3, coming off the Game 2 loss, there were some quotes where they felt like they overhelped on Jimmy's drives.
That's what I've been saying.
And in Game 2, the average shot distance in the half court was 5.5 feet, which was one of the lowest in terms of defender to shooter, which was one of the lowest shot distances or defender distances the Heat had had all season. In Game 4, it was less than 5 feet. It was like 4.5 feet, which was the lowest.
Contested shots.
So a clear emphasis on not overhelping. They're still getting the volume up, but they're just shooting 30.
You have to get the volume up. It doesn't matter if they're close or not because that's the only shot you can get. 5 feet contested, 4 feet contested. You still got to jack the ball up because it's a shot clock.
2%.
It's the only thing you're getting.
And this to me is like the Jimmy thing is, I think he had 11 drives in game 4 and he passed on 9 of them.
So he's a defender and then a playmaker. He's definitely not a scorer. Defender, playmaker, slasher.
I said I'd never join.
JJ Reddick just be stealing all my takes, man. JJ Reddick. What do you guys think, man? Nuggets win by 40 today or 50. Does Miami just pack it up? I don't think Miami packs it up, but I don't think they bring their jumper with them.
In some ways, figured out the cadence of how he's attacking.
Yeah.
11 drives in game 4 and he passed on 9 of them.
Drove 11 times.
And this
Passed
to
9.
me is like the Jimmy thing is, I think he had 11 drives in game 4 and he passed on 9 of them. They've, in some ways, figured out the cadence of how he's attacking.
Yeah.
Maybe they watch my videos. Told you he likes to jump off of 2 feet going to the right.
And I don't actually, and I said this on Friday night, I don't think it's in Jimmy's DNA to be like, I'm going to shoot 25 or 30 times and try to go get 40. And I know he's done it. I don't think that's in his DNA. I played with him.
Rules.
The guy likes to play make as much as he likes to score.
Personalities
He likes
over
to
positions.
give his teammates confidence. He likes to see them succeed in the same way that Jokic likes to see his teammates succeed. I know that.
You can't give another person confidence. Confidence comes from within.
I played with Jimmy. So I don't know that that's the solution, though, if they're going to sell out on defending the three-point line and not over-helping on his drives. To me, it's the aggressiveness, the non-probing, just attack, get to the free throw line, create pain points for yourself. That's got to be the sort of driving force for Miami to have a chance at Game 5.
Yeah, you mentioned Friday, Strus, they need more from Strus. And Vincent has been great all playoffs, but he wasn't great.
Strus, very, very limited. It's just make or miss. If he gets a shot, does he make it or miss it? That's all he's really going to do.
Right, so I just need more from the backcourt overall. It kind of seems like with the Heat, it's as simple as I don't have the exact number. I know they shot 49% in game 2 from 3 when they won.
Got to make 50%
but it's like, if
threes.
they're not in the 44, 45% range on a high volume from 3, it doesn't feel like they're going to be able to score enough points.
Yeah.
Because
you're
defense
100%
wins
right.
championships,
And
boys.
We go back to what it seems like they've emphasized, which is just the closeness with which they're guarding the 3, the non-overhelping, contesting on threes. So game 2, they shot 49%, as you said. The other 3 games, they've shot 32% from the...
It's pretty simple. Guard the 3. How many people on the Heat are elite finishers? How many can actually finish at the rim, not just around the rim? We know Joker's a very good defender positionally, but is he getting up and above the rim? No. But guess what? How many guys on the Heat can dunk the ball?
The arc. In games 3 and 4, the Nuggets contested 57% of the Heat's three-pointers. In games 1 and 2, it was 41%. So a clear sellout to that. I think Gabe Vincent has been instrumental in this run.
He's been the MVP.
As instrumental.
Jimmy first, obviously. Bam second, but Gabe is the unsung hero.
As Bam, as Jimmy. He's been the third best player consistently. A little bit of drop-off in the Knicks series, but overall, he's just had a fantastic playoff run.
Poor man's Fred VanVleet.
He's got to be good. I go back to what I said Friday after the game, and it was initial reaction.
Gabe Vincent has to be like extraordinary, unbelievable superstar. He has to score at least 30 points for them to have a chance to win.
And look, Max Strus, you take away
You need 10, 15 points out of him.
First quarter of game 2, and the guy's shooting, I think, 1 for 24 for the series.
He deserves $200 million like MPJ.
I'm not saying you kill the guy's confidence, but there's got to be a way, whether it's you start him and, you see how this first, like Duncan, to me, again, another guy that admittedly, because he's talked about it, has oscillated with his confidence. He's playing with high confidence right now.
Yeah.
You got to go with that guy.
A little bit taller,
so
a little bit more athletic at the rim.
Wait, let me ask you, though.
Play Duncan more.
Like, I've been racking my brain. I don't want to oversimplify things to Denver is bigger and more talented, and if the Heat don't make threes, they're not going to win.
Denver's bigger, faster, stronger, more talented. The only thing they're not better at is being coached and disciplined.
Is there anything else that we're sort of not talking about with regards to the Miami Heat and the ability to come back in this series and at least get it to 6 or 7 games?
To me, the only thing, which is not a
If Denver lays an egg, that's how Miami's going to win.
a stat-driven thing. It's just anecdotal with this particular team. Is every time you think they're gonna die, they don't. And they
Miami
have that
cockroaches.
edge. They have that X factor. They obviously did it in Boston, Game 7. I'm not saying they're gonna come back and win, but everybody writing them off has just not paid attention to them getting to this place. This was a team that was 4 minutes away from going home in the play-in game, and now they're playing on June 11th or whatever today is. And so
The Heat had to have extraordinary breaks to get here. Not like it's pretty common. It happens in almost every year.
they're probably
Every year, guys get hurt. The Tatum ankle roll in Game 7. Milwaukee, Giannis getting hurt for a couple
the
games.
team does have like the heart of a champion, and so I can see them mucking it up enough to, have something fluky happen on Monday night and maybe pull that out. The issue I think is just this Denver team is they're like a freight train, and so the idea of them being able to do this 3 times in a row feels very unlikely to me because the Denver team just doesn't seem like they make very many mistakes. Obviously, Joker doesn't, but they're so disciplined on both ends now. I mean, I feel like your answer to this may be. I was going to ask about the Denver defense and their improvement on defense because they were 15th in the regular season in defensive net rating. They're
When your offense is really good, it makes it look like you're really good at defense.
5th. They're 5th in the playoff.
And if you're playing a really crappy offensive team, it makes it look like you're really good at defense.
That's now 111.1. And is that just because it's similar to the road thing, where it's like things tighten up? But what I was just gonna say, like they don't seem to make very many mistakes defensively either, like you just mentioned with the closing at 3-point shots. They don't beat themselves, and they have
all about the matchups.
But they did in Game 2. That's the thing.
Now,
we showed a breakout video. I did it on First Take. I talked about the KCP fouls, three fouls on 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. Aaron Gordon going for a Jimmy Butler shot fake on a 3, and then he drives, it gets an and 1. And then the 2 botch plays out of the delay action. You're right, they haven't beat themselves. Some of it is streamlining in terms of the defense being better. Some of it is they probably are a better defensive team than that 15th, defensive rating.
Of course they are. They've
season.
turned up their intensity. There's more at stake.
How that sort of signifies because they've been better from mid-December on. They were particularly bad in non-Jokic minutes. And then all of a sudden you add Aaron Gordon as the backup center. Other teams' rotations get shorter. They've been good. Speaking of defense, Jokic, one thing I didn't talk about the other night was how good he was defensively. Another phenomenal game. So in Game 3, Miami shot 3 for 19 against him. In Game 4, they were 6 for 18 against him, and he had.
How many guys are going right at him? 0. Is Embiid going right at him? Is Giannis going right through him? Is Anthony Davis attacking him? Is LeBron going to the rack against him? Nobody on the Heat is actually going at him. Bam is not going at him.
He had 7 deflections. Again, it's like some people say, like I like my MVP candidates to play both ends.
Joker got long, gangly arms,
Some people
and he
have said
kicks every ball.
Shout out to Mark Jones, who actually I've been texting with. So.
Shots fired at Mark Jones.
Before we go,
Is Mark Jones that guy that says the funny lines?
I think you might have tweeted about it. The Joker's post game thing after Game 4, where one of the people in the press conference asked him what he thought about some random stat with like LeBron, and he was literally like, I don't know what the fuck. So I will say, like, he clearly doesn't care about any of these things, but
Neither
right
do
now,
I.
highest career player efficiency rating in the last 70 years, minimum 50 games in the playoffs. LeBron 27.9, MJ 28.6, Jokic 29.1. So we are in the midst of
Joker's not the GOAT.
watching
Stats guys, eat it.
Yeah.
a extremely historic run.
He's the
well,
goat
he's an elite
now.
stat pattern.
Yes.
That's what it comes down to.
It's an
He's
stat
an
padding
elite
goat.
stat pattern.
It's an extremely historic run, and I think everybody should just sit back and enjoy it. That's about it.
I felt like going into this series.
All right, man. There's nothing more to be said. When you're out talented, it's very, very hard to win. The only way you beat an out when you're outmatched talent wise is by strategy. Do you have a better strategy? No. Do you have the decent personnel to implement the strategy? Do you outshoot? Miami just doesn't have the personnel to pull it off. You have to have a pretty catastrophic mind fart of a game for Denver to lose. Maybe an injury to Jamal and Joker and Aaron Gordon and KCP. They all got in a car and they got in a little car accident and they got stuck in traffic and then they can't get out and then they got to walk through the snow to get to the game and then they arrive 30 minutes late to the game. You have to have a whole bunch of things happen right for Miami to win. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? Heck no. I mean, I'm anticipating a lot of energy out of Miami for the first few minutes, and then it's going to be a Colorado or Denver avalanche. It's going to be a long Monday. Hope you guys are out there drinking, celebrating. Don't cause no riots. Until next video, this might be the second to last one on the Nuggets for a while. Take 40 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Peace.